Attention. The views and opinions expressed on the NWA Presents the Slapdown Digicast are not those of our sponsors. Now, let's start the show. Ladies and gentlemen, due to circumstances beyond our control, the NWA Presents Slapdown Digicast, normally heard at this time, will be aired as usual.
The show is being brought to you by Arnoldsson's Fertilizer, where you get more for your money.
Because we're number 2.
This is 4 Foot Batman. And 4 Foot Batman knows the home of great collectibles at awesome prices. Retro toys and collectibles, movie memorabilia, Magic the Gathering cards, wrestling figures, Hot Wheels, the always popular Funko Pops, and much, much more. He knows the Hall of Collectibles is located in downtown Cherryville, North Carolina, at 400 East Main Street. Give them a call today, 980-989-5181. Retro Toys and Collectibles, the heavyweight champion in collecting.
And you're live! You're live! Go! Go! Go!
Yeah, hello everybody, and welcome to
bad.
Slapdown Digicast. If you were expecting hashtag truth, well, we had a little technical difficulty with Schizo. Schizo's phone didn't want to work right, so we decided to switch it on over to Slapdown Digicast and just talk about anything and everything. How you doing, Chuck?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I've got a question for tonight's show. I do have a question. And look, I struggle.
And guys, this show is totally impromptu. We have not written anything down.
No.
We're just shooting from the hip.
Yes, we're shooting shit from the hip. That's what we're doing.
We got
right
questions, we got answers. I'm just saying it.
And listen, even though we don't have the answer, I will make up something, and you will probably believe. Just don't fact check it. Don't fact check it.
Bruce said, "Hey, dork."
What's up, dumbass?
Christopher's in a good mood, I see.
Yeah. Yes.
How's everybody doing out there, man? I'm going to change that, by the way.
It's going to change too.
I'm going to change it to where we can actually read it better.
Okay.
Let's see if we can read the comments better this way.
Oh, yes. Okay.
All right. So how's everybody doing out there tonight, man? We got some people. Eddie said, "Brew, get out."
I am here. And I want to discuss something with you guys.
Okay.
And it's about the way that we are broadcasting today.
Okay.
So I can't do it. I cannot do it. I cannot not listen to have on headphones and not hear my voice. I cannot do it. I'm doing it right now, and God Almighty, it feels good.
Well, I don't have my voice in my earphones, and I'm having a good time too. So,
but I don't see how you do it. Because I would be yelling at the microphone. I have to hear so that I know when I'm getting a little bit too loud. And if I can't hear that, it makes me self-conscious. And when I get self-conscious, then I start sweating. And when I start sweating, oh crap.
Bruce said this is what happens when you let tards on the internet.
Well, Brew, now look.
I resemble that remark.
That's like a pot ring-a-ling-ding. Hey, kettle.
Without a doubt. All right. Well, while we're sitting here talking and being jolly and having a good time, I'm going to give out a "You Suck It" award real quick, because I'm going to tell you, man. I everybody knows that I live in a trailer.
Yes.
And I most trailers get their heat from natural gas.
Mm-hmm.
They came and filled up our propane tank, and my goodness, I ain't even gonna say how much it was, but let's just say the price almost doubled. Thank you. Let's go, Brandon. Just saying. Just saying.
Well, now, I'm going to play devil's advocate here, and I'm going to tell you, Mr. Larson. And now, look.
If you tell me there's 4 meter
OPEC.
warm, I'm going to come through this computer, man.
OPEC determines. They let us know how much they want. They're going to charge. They're going to cut back. It's OPEC.
You sound just like Let's Go Brandon when you say that.
I'm just telling you what I have encountered when I say,
Let me ask you a question. Last time you went to Walmart, were all the shelves stocked?
No.
Because that's all the captains of the ship's fault, right? They just don't know where that big East Coast or West Coast of the USA is. They missed that big East and West Coast.
Look, I complained one time on Facebook because I couldn't get regular milk. There was no milk on the shelves. And this was before the snow, so
and they took your Facebook page away from you. I'm sorry. That's is it too soon? they outright took it from you. I
hope Betty White comes and haunts you tonight. I hope Betty White haunts you tonight. And I hope that she's like the librarian in the Ghostbusters.
I hope
that's
she
the
does.
way she looks. That's the way
I
she
already
looks.
miss Betty White. I would love to have a 100-year-old ghost at the end of my bed talking. I'm going to record it. See, I'll use my phone. I'll pick up my phone, record it. Shoot. Ghostbusters for sure.
All she'll be doing
I'll even be doing the music. Na-na-na-na-na-na.
Look, and it's not going to be the Golden Girls Betty White that you get, sir. It's not.
I got you.
You're going to get that little old lady that was on Lake Placid. That's what that's what you're going to get.
I got you. That's okay. I can handle that too. He said GoPros work too. Oh gosh. So what would you like to talk? Because that's all I've got right now, man. I'm so mad. I'm sitting here, man. We go to the store to get stuff. There's nothing on the shelves. Our gas bill doubled. Our electric bill's going. I mean, everything's going up. And this guy has the galls to. And don't even get me started on. Our little disease going around.
Do you want me to tell you what I would like to talk about?
What would you like to talk about?
Young Justice.
Well, wait a minute. Before you get to do that, I get to give this to. This goes out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got to do it. Man, don't leave her hanging like that. Fire it. Fire that thing.
I'm just going to say this goes out to Let's Go Brandon.
And now, it is time for that very special moment on the podcast when we acknowledge that special someone who really needs our original appreciation, as we at Slapdown can only do. This is the NWA's You Suck Award. You suck!
And I mean that in the nicest, most possible way.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, my God. So, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I had to throw that award out there.
Okay.
We're still behind here at Slapdown Digicast.
So you told me before we went on that you have HBO Max again.
Yes.
Okay. Buddy boy. Have you seen? Oh, look. Yep, there you go. Hey, man, how you doing? Glad you're here. Okay.
And if you don't know who this is, I know he says Sean Duffy up there in the beautiful picture, but this is Ringsiders, man. He will always and forever be Ringsiders.
All right. So look, Young Justice.
Okay.
If you haven't watched it, watch it.
On HBO Max.
Yes, in the Warner Brothers section.
Okay.
Same place you get to see the current no, wait a minute, that's DC. But in the Warner Brothers section, they do have the last Matrix movie, and it's a humdinger.
I'll definitely be watching that. I don't think I've seen it yet.
Oh, it's a great movie. and you get the ins and outs. You find out there's more to Neo than what was thought.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Got my interest peaked already.
Yep.
Without a doubt. Ref Eddie Harper will get dealt with. They want to talk about wrestling, Chuck.
Well,
I mean, you do have a wrestling ring behind you, and you are wearing commentating gear.
I definitely have a big boom across my chest. Boom.
Yeah. Stealing those phrases again, right?
It does not have a baby anywhere on the shirt.
I got you. Hey, your favorite fan is on.
Break out the hip books. The hip books? What are you talking about?
Cole says, "What are you guys up to?" We're up to no good, Cole.
Well,
we're never up to any good.
We're just killing time, and we haven't gotten anything lined up. Cole Maccabee, what would you like to talk about? Ask us a question.
Yeah,
and
somebody
please,
out there. I mean,
please.
We've got 8 people watching right now. Somebody ask us a question. Ask us something, deep. Ask us a deep question.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And now look, in all honesty, what I'm going to come back with, if it's too deep, then I'm going to say it's magic.
The answer to everything is
it's just magic. Laura told me one time, she was explaining to me about the storm on Jupiter and why it's red and this, that, and the other. And I said, I told her, I said, honey, I just want to look at the pretty colors. I don't want to know how they work. Just let me look. Just let me look.
Oh my God. Where can you get the Lord Rajax, Cole?
I think. I've talked to my friends down at Duck Dynasty, and I think that they're going to make one. It's scheduled for like the 2023 season. And oh yeah, it looks like a pacifier. That's what they.
Wait a minute. Cole Maccabee has the question of the night. The question of the night is, why are corn dogs magically delicious?
I got this. Because the leprechaun is hungover. The Lucky Charms have melted and the milk has gone bad. I mean, and it's not just like your average everyday milk. No, this is like some clabbered stuff that's been in the refrigerator for like 2 months.
He's talking about the book that tells everybody how to tread water with us.
Oh.
How you doing, Nancy? No, welcome to Slapdown Digicast. We're just sitting here having a good time. If you have any questions, throw us a question. Dylan Birch wants to know the best wrestling commentator of all time. Yeah, Chuck. Who is it? Who is it, Chuck?
Well, I want you to go first because
No. Who's the best commentator of all time, Chuck?
Gordon Soley.
Thank you very much.
Gordon Soley, without a doubt.
Thank you very much.
And listen, and it's not just because he has like one of the most angelic drunken voices that I've heard in my lifetime, but that's the voice that introduced me to Mr. Wrestling 2.
He's the only man that could drink a whole bottle of Jack Daniels and still call a great wrestling match.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Cole knows.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
That's my boy. That is my boy. And you know what the best part of listening to Gordon Soley call a match? You know the best move he calls?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
Souffle.
The souffle. He doesn't call it a suplex. He calls it the souffle.
Well,
Oh boy, we're gonna get into wrestling. I see it coming, Chuck. There's no way to get around it. But
Well,
Nancy
here we
wants
go.
to know who's the best wrestler of all time.
Best wrestler for me of all time is the guy that I watched knee lift somebody's soul from their being. And he knee lifted his soul so hard that it went up and it ricocheted off of the dang railing system, the catwalk where the spotlights were at. Yeah, that section right over there to the left. It shot through the rafters. It shot through the rafters, ricocheting through every one of them as it went back down. Landed. It was nothing but net.
And if he didn't have a wrestling ring behind him, he'd show you the mask.
I would show. El Luchador wears that when he's angry because it's
Nancy, his answer is Mr. Wrestling 2.
Mr. Wrestling 2, yes.
You almost forgot to give the answer. Oh my gosh. First of all, Cole Maccabee, I agree with you 200% now. Lance Russell being number 2. I agree.
I'm gonna disagree.
Oh.
I'm gonna disagree.
Oh.
And it's just because of the whole McMahon Austin feud. Jim Ross, number 2.
Oh man.
And
I hate to do it. I love Jim Ross. I really do. I hate to do it, but he'd be number 3 on my list.
I got you. Nobody poops theirself quite like good old
There's
JR.
nobody who does an interview better than D-Man Smoke. I'm just saying. What inspired the El Luchador character, and how long has it been around?
Well, did you see I was in Tina? No. All right, so here it is. El Luchador came to me when I was driving home by myself from a wrestling show. You have the radio, you have the voices, the inner dialogue that goes through your head, or at least I do. Now, please, I hope
that's scary if El Luchador came into your head while you were in the car by yourself.
Yes.
Voice.
Listen to me. It was like I had just come from a locker room that was man pretty. I'm talking about it smelled man pretty. Now, I don't know if you know what man pretty is, but I'm fixing to enlighten you guys.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, so you take the smell of Axe, and I'm going to say, you're going to ask me, well, is it this particular scent? Yes, it's all of them.
It's all of them.
It's all of them. And
That's
you mix that with some icy hot, and it is a completely manized environment, and it's man pretty. It's man pretty. So anyway, I got to driving, and it was like I think I went out like 200 miles. And it was like the halfway point on the way home. And I said, you know what wrestling needs? Wrestling needs a Latin lover who can teach.
Dang, I know you
teach these.
Go there. You just didn't go there.
Well, listen to me. But I didn't want to call him the Latin lover, so he had to be sexy. And it was his job to teach the wrestling world how to break away from these beasts. And as I would start saying this, my voice would go over to what I feel to be a Latin accent.
I got you. I call him Latin lover. Nobody.
And I was talking, and it was like a dialogue between me and El Luchador. And it's like how many different ways can I say? Hold on one second.
Mr. Dark said, "What's up, guys?"
So anyway, it was like, okay, can you take the trash out and be sexy? Jace. And so it came every time that I would throw a question out there. Can you make it sexy? Oh, no. And so it just came to me.
Jack Morgan said, so if the match was Scott versus Ivan, who would win? Go. You know, Jack, we do this EFED thing, And I don't think we've ever wrestled, have we? I don't think the Brain has faced either Ivan Righteous or El Luchador, has he?
Nope.
That's sad. That is really sad. After what inspired tonight, that is really sad.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. David Crockett is Junior's favorite announcer.
There's nothing wrong with David Crockett.
By no means. Heck no. David is for the first time, David showed me an emotional side to announcing, because I was used to Gordon Soley announcing and he was just deadpan. I mean, you couldn't get him to break character for nothing.
I always forget the guy's name, but I like the guy that did ECW too.
Are you talking about hold on a second. Joey Styles.
Joey Styles. Yes.
Styles. Oh my God.
Oh my God. They were interviewing him one time and they asked him, how come he does that? How come he puts so much octane into his voice and that, and he's like, he's always done it. He said he remembered when he was training to do voices and stuff like that in radio school and stuff like that. And he said he would get up in the morning and do that and talk about a cup of coffee. Oh my God, I'm going to get this great cup of coffee and it's going to taste so good. I was just like, oh my God, dude.
Oh my God, it's hot. It's burning my tonsils. Yeah.
So
okay,
awesome.
So what was the question? What was the question that Cole asked? Okay, for Ivan M. Righteous, non-wrestling question. What were your thoughts on the Eternals, and did you feel that they tried to copy Zack Snyder's style? Okay, I'm hoping not. I have not watched the movie. It is on Disney Plus, and I am going to watch it very soon. I don't know about that movie, but I hope not. You know what? As beautiful as Snyder's film was, it was just it left me kind of high and dry. And that's as a DC fan. I just it was
These guys are all talking about different things, and I know you can see
yes.
It. Art is like, you used that voice when you were flirting with my wife, talking about
yes. Listen to me. Do not take it that. Hold on, I have to get into character. Okay, you see my eyes? That's all you need to see. If it worked for Keys, it will work for me too. Okay. It also worked for the Wilson on the Home Improvement. Okay.
Dustin Woodruff said our match would go into a double disqualification, and then Dylan said your ACL would go out. That's funny.
That's funny.
Or Mr. Pissoff.
Oh, he's like the Chuck Norris between us. It's like
now Jack's getting real. He's like, in real life, if me and you were to actually go toe to toe and wrestle, who would win, Chuck? I think that's happened already. I think you put me in a sleeper hold in my bedroom.
Yes.
In my other room.
I put him in a sleeper right there. Just like that.
And I went out, man. I just
sure did.
I needed a nap.
Oh, what else?
That's right. That is right.
Yep.
ECW. That you got
Yep.
it. Joey Styles and the "Oh my God" was called out was insane. Yes, it was. One of the best too. I have to admit, he's up there. He's in my top 10 without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Okay, so all you wrestling fans out there, you want to know who the best announcer is and the greatest wrestler of all time is. Let's give a little credit to the little guy. The little guy who can be the biggest, the most detrimental to a match, or he can be in your way at times if you're trying to take pictures and so on and so forth. Let's talk about the referees.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Best referees of all time.
Best referee of all time. Wow.
Jeez. I'm trying to think of his name. I got his face in my head, and I can't think of his name. Earl Hebner.
Earl Hebner. Okay.
Earl Hebner.
I am going to say, of course,
Hey,
Earl Hebner.
Why ain't I able to show any of the?
I'm seeing him.
Okay, now it's working.
Earl Hebner. Yeah, I saw that one before. Earl Hebner.
Yeah, I know you can see it, but the audience that's watching, they can't see the whole thing.
Oh, well, they don't matter. Oh, Charles, little Nate. Mike Dakota.
Yeah. Teddy Long, player.
Oh, yeah.
Now we get to talking about managers or general managers, and Teddy Long's right there for me.
Well, for me, the referee that I remember the most is probably Tommy Young. Tommy Young.
That little blonde-haired dude that lives in Charlotte,
Charles. Little nature boy. Little Nate.
Little Nate.
Yeah, he does an impeccable Ric Flair impersonation.
Now, I'll tell you a referee that's not on the big stage, but should be. I'm trying to talk. Oh, my mind just went blank again, dude. I hate that. I really hate that.
From
you're gonna know exactly who I'm talking about when I say it. The deaf referee.
HWA?
No, deaf referee.
Oh, Darius.
Yes. Darius needs to be on the top of
really good.
every wrestler referee list, dude.
Very good referee. Yes.
Without a doubt. I'm sorry, my mind goes blank every once in a while, guys.
That's all right. I go through that like at least.
Oh, there's Harry. What's going on, man?
What up, Harry?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're supposed to have a hashtag truth tonight, but unfortunately, Schizo, the clown, had technical difficulties with his phone. I think right now he's like stomping it down in a parking lot somewhere. But yeah, he couldn't.
We'll let him come on. We'll let him come on here.
Yeah, if he comes on, we'll be more than happy to put him on.
Oh, absolutely.
Harry Bernard Taylor again. What's up, guys? I
think going back to the question between me and you, I think that I would take Scott.
You probably would,
and there's only one reason why.
You'd probably outlast me. I'd get tired too quick.
I got a wrestling ring. There's a name. There's a name. Mean Gene Perry.
Oh, forgot about Gino. Yeah.
Oh, and there's definitely
we weren't talking about indie wrestlers, indie refs until I started bringing them up. But yeah, Gino would definitely be up on top of that list for me. Aubrey Edwards from AEW. I will say one thing about AEW and WWE. They are bringing in women referees, and I think it's awesome. I've seen a lot of women referees lately.
Well, now, if I'm not mistaken, Scott Armstrong is a referee.
Scott Armstrong?
Yes.
Of the Armstrong brothers?
Yes, of the Armstrong brothers.
The Bullet's son?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. He last I saw, but of course I haven't watched WWE and
Brian Smith, man. Love you, guy. Miss you. Harry said, yes, he is. If you guys don't know who this is Harry HBT from the Straight Up Wrestling Show. Go check these guys out. A wrestling podcast. Him and Chris Burton. You guys go check them out. They have a great show over there. They talk about AEW, NXT. They talk about all the shows, and they go just like we do to all the local shows and interview local talent. So check them guys out. Awesome show. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, man.
No, you're good. You're good. So yeah, I think Scott is he's a notable referee. I wouldn't say that he is like he comes to mind automatically, but yeah, he's
I didn't even know that. That's weird because Scott Armstrong was huge in Continental Championship Wrestling days. And I usually pride myself on keeping up with the wrestlers in that from that era. But I guess
do a Google search for Scott Armstrong, and I guarantee you the first picture you'll see will be him in his ref attire.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to do a Bing search of Scott Armstrong.
Oh, okay. Well, do a Bing search then. As a matter of fact, you know what? You can Yahoo.
I did Scott Armstrong, and I got the producer.
So he's producing now.
Joseph Scott James is an American wrestling producer, referee, and retired professional wrestler, better known as Scott Armstrong.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So his name is really Joseph Scott James.
Yes.
Okay. I got you. See, I didn't know all that. See, I just learned something new about my favorite wrestling promotion of all time.
Well, you didn't see. Well, hold on a second. He might not be with them now since Vince.
He probably not. Continental Championship Wrestling, and I'm not speaking ill will of anybody, but Continental Championship Wrestling since its heyday has kind of went way down.
Well, no. I'm talking about over at the WWE, where the last time that I saw Scott ref.
Oh, I didn't even know he was at WWE at all.
Yes.
Oh wow, I'll have to check that out.
But with the great axe falling the way that's happened,
the Messenger of Mayhem. Ain't that what he is?
The Messenger of Mayhem. There he is.
Yeah. What's going on, Alex? Alex, I'm predicting your boys and Green Bay to go to the Super Bowl. Green Bay's going to beat them by 3. My prediction. But your boys will be there.
Thank you for that, Harry. Thank you for that. He is still with the WWE.
Okay. Cool beans. I'm about to check that out. I guess I'm blind to the referees now. I guess I'm just in there to watch. When I do watch the big shows, I'm watching the wrestlers. I have to admit I don't really pay attention to unless the referee is part of the story.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So back in the day, Scott, were you a fan of Nick Patrick?
Not really.
No?
Not really.
What did you not like about him? Was it his character that he portrayed on TV, or did you say this is the dumbest crap that I've ever seen in my life?
Pretty much.
I mean, it's not like Mae Young having a baby by Mark Henry or the promo of the Undertaker.
A rubber glove covered in slime.
And it's not even. I mean, and it's not even like the Undertaker promo.
Nick Patrick was a stooge.
So, but. I mean, did you not like him because you generally didn't like him, or was it because what is this, a heel ref? What the kind of crap is this?
I don't mind heel refs. I really don't. Heel refs make it interesting. If you can do it right, heel refs are pretty cool. Like if you have a heel ref that's tied up with a faction.
Yeah.
Like, like the NWO used to do that a lot in WCW. Right. They'd pay off refs or whatever.
Nick Patrick was one of the guys, wasn't he?
He might have been, yeah. But as a matter of fact, you are right. But yeah, if it goes along with a story like that, yeah, I love it because every once in a while you see a good guy tear up a referee, and that's just unusual, but it's fun to watch.
I got you. So you think it's going to be Kansas City versus Green Bay at the Super Bowl, the Bowl of Super.
That's my prediction. It's going to be Kansas City and Green Bay. If it ain't Kansas City and Green Bay, it's good. I don't think there's a team in the AFC that could beat Kansas City. Now on the NFC side, it could be Green Bay or Tampa Bay. I think Green Bay and Tampa Bay are going to be in the championship game.
Well, I hope that it's Tampa Bay.
Anyway. That's my prediction anyway.
I hope it's Tampa Bay. And that's just no, I hope that it's Green Bay. Excuse me. Wash my mouth out.
Everybody, what's the deal? What's the deal? Thank you, Jason. What's the deal with? And I'm not a Bucks fan by any means, but I'm just saying thank you because what's the deal with everybody hating on Tom Brady?
Well,
The man is the GOAT. The man is the GOAT. No matter what you want to say about him, he's got the most championships. He's going to break all the records. The man's 40-something. Are we all jealous because the man's 40-something and is still the top quarterback in football?
No. I am not angry with Tom.
Why the haterade, sir? Why the haterade?
My hatred for Tom Brady goes back to when I was selling cars.
Thank you, Jason. I'm not a Brady fan. I'm not a Bucks fan, but he is the GOAT.
Well, look, I made a statement to a guy named Kevin, who was one of the finance managers there. You know, one of them hard talking guys that gets you in there and wrangles you up and gets you to agree to the slaughter and they're fixing to put on you. But anyway,
the Titans are the number 1 seed, and that could be too. But I just don't think they could beat KC. But anyway, go ahead.
But anyway, so I'm saying to Kevin, and this was during the time that Michael Vick was hot, and he was still with the Dirty Birds.
Right.
So I told him that I thought for running game alone that Michael Vick was the most dangerous player in the game.
Go ahead. Then we're going to talk about this.
And so, look, he told me, no, the greatest quarterback to do anything is Tom Brady. And at that point, the way that he said Tom Brady and the way that
I won't say anything. Tom Brady, not anything. Tom Brady couldn't run to save his life. Tom Brady couldn't run if his pants were on fire. But he could run a West Coast offense with bullet accuracy and score with next to no time on the clock. Yes.
Right.
Cool as a cucumber, no matter what's going on in the game. That's Tom Brady. But running, I agree with you. There was nobody better.
Yeah.
Nobody better.
What we got over here? Okay. So I think that it was people hate on successful athletes.
Yes. Yeah, there you go. People hate successful athletes. Look at some of the most popular wrestlers. Shit even happens in the indies. Yes. I mean, look at Hulk Hogan. How many people? I guarantee if you took a poll right now, over 3/4 of the wrestling fans out there would say they can't stand Hulk Hogan. But I guarantee you, back in the day, when that song played, and he shook his head like this, everybody was jumping. Stop.
Not everybody.
Stop the drama. You did it too. Stop the drama.
No. It was such.
Stop the drama.
Look. It was.
You're not going to tell me that when that song hit the speakers, you weren't. I'm a real American.
No.
Right.
No. Listen to me. I watched wrestling. I watched the WWF because I was a wrestling fan. But as far as
even Tro knows, man.
No, I know. I did not take the vitamins and say the prayers and all that like he would. No.
You did. There's Deshaun.
Yeah,
what's up, Deshaun? Mania in the house.
Look, I was not a Hulkamaniac, okay?
Bro, you had the t-shirt. You probably even had the little cut right here to help you start it off, didn't you? I know you did.
I had one Hulk Hogan t-shirt, and I wore it long enough to do that. And then I wiped my butt with it. At least we're getting a little truth out of you.
At least we're getting a little truth out of you.
I have never had. Look, you know what the first wrestling t-shirt that I had was?
Oh, come on. Oh, wait a minute. You got to do it for Deshaun. Come on, man.
Woozy.
All right. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. That's right. Come on. Like he said, you didn't wear the bandana. You didn't have the cross. You didn't take your vitamins.
The closest thing that I came to being a fan of Hulk Hogan was Jimmy Boogie Woogie Man Valiant For
Oh
real.
my God! Here's another man lying through his teeth, boy. Harry, look at that. I hated Hulk Hogan. I hated that song. I hated the vitamin pitch. The guy was awful.
Yes.
Are you
Terrible.
kidding me? Get
Terrible.
that man carried WWE for the better part of 10, 15 years, man.
Hey.
Get out of here. I love you, Harry. You probably did hate him. You guys probably did hate him, but you got to admit, man, he carried WWE for a good 10, 15 years. He was the man.
Well,
he was the draw.
Okay, hold on a second. Now, we come to the point of Jays. Okay, so anyway, we come to the point in the program.
These things are going so fast I can't keep up with them. Go ahead.
Okay, so God darn it, you made me lose track of thought. There it goes, right there.
Choo!
Aiming, it's flying.
Back in the day. You started off with back in the day. You were talking about Hulk Hogan. You lost it.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it'll come back to you. Chuck, I couldn't stand Hogan because I was an NWA WCW fan because of the one and only Ric Flair. Hogan made me.
What was that? That was
out of here.
Look, no, listen to me, Scott. Listen to me. Man,
Wow.
in this area. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Back in the day, also, the closest thing that I came to Hulkamania was the like of the Rock and Roll Express. But as far as an allegiance,
here's a fan right here. Mr. America wasn't Hogan. I like that guy.
well, look,
kayfabe is not dead.
I'm going to agree with that because if Charlie Brown is not Jimmy Valiant, then I understand.
Taylor said, all right, Scott, what's on the agenda tonight? Just having fun, Taylor. Just having fun. That's what's on the agenda tonight, as you can see.
But yes, back in the day, I know where I was going with this. Back in the day, Pro Wrestling Illustrated made it known. There was definitely sides there, man. There were definitely, because they would talk about the hatred between Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. And Ric Flair was the man.
That was ego, man. That was ego because both of them were the man.
It was the dirt sheets, Scott. The dirt sheets told us who to like and who to hate.
You follow the dirt sheets?
I followed the dirt sheets, yes. The rags.
Oh, my God. Harry said Hogan didn't sell out Furman's Arena back in the 80s. Well, you know. People in the South hated him. Well, the people in the South were wrong, Harry. I'm just
no, we wasn't. We just had our own Hulk Hogan, and it was in the form of Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Woo!
You know what I think of that?
What?
Seriously?
What? Oh. What if 5 fingers say in the face? Slap.
You know who agrees with me?
Oh, yeah. Hey, did you ever do a follow-up on that?
No, I need the phone number,
dude. I need
the phone number.
I don't remember. Hell, I don't even remember the name of the place in Louisiana where it happened.
Oh, man. So now I'm going to have to call every police station in Louisiana until I find the one with the missing chicken.
Y'all got a chicken. Y'all got a chicken holding the bank hostage.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. The things are coming in hot and heavy, man. What about the hate between Macho Man and Hogan? Dude, let me tell you something, Troll, about that. And I know you've seen probably everybody here has seen that promo. It was an out-of-character thing where they actually asked Macho Man about fighting Hulk Hogan in real life. And he legitimately said, you know, the man's a chicken. I've called him out many times and this and that. And I'm ready to go. And yeah. And he didn't even he was serious because he didn't even have any Slim Jims in his hand. You know he was serious.
You know what? From what I'm taking, a lot of those guys back in the day didn't like him.
Oh, wow. Anybody could do well with steroids in the push, just saying, except Ryback. He doesn't count. Poor Ryback, man. Why everybody got to hate on Ryback? That's like everybody hating on my man Sami Zayn.
So okay. So look now. Here's the thing. In an interview on the Stone Cold podcast, Vince McMahon says that it all determines on who's willing to grab for the brass ring.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I use that all the time. It is.
Well, okay, but
Who's going to reach for that brass ring? Who's going to be different? Hey, I wonder who said that a while back.
All right. So listen to me. But then you have guys out there who are busting their ass, reaching for the brass ring, and they're not getting a push.
Oh, dang. My dad said Sammy who. Wow.
Oh,
That hurts, man. That hurts.
Oh, Ghazi's here. What's up, man? Yes, I agree. Our lives just got better.
There's a major difference, right? Ryback and Sammy. Sammy can make the word AEW bigger than Ryback's push. Oh, Sami Zayn is always the GOAT in my eyes, man.
He's a good talker.
That's what makes me love him. See, look at that. See, he knows Sammy's one of the best workers on the roster. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Brass ring versus glass ceiling. Who get through to make it to it? There you go. That's it.
So
I love it.
I think that it is the brass ring that Vince McMahon puts up there and takes away. I
have to do this also. It's not fair to me. Oh, Dylan got in before I could click it back. Ron Emerson has a podcast now. Check this guy out. Ron has a great show. He goes over all the major shows, and you got to check him out. Go to Ron Emerson's page. Click on it, like it. He's got a YouTube page. Go up there, subscribe, hit that little bell to get notifications, man. Great show. We were on his show the other night. We had 3 podcasts on one show, and he was on there for over almost 4 hours.
Wow. Very good.
Ron was working. Ron was working it, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's a worker. Dylan said Bryan Danielson is in fire. I hope he's on fire, not in fire, because if he's in fire, he's in a lot of trouble. Bryan Danielson is always
on fire. Sounds better than to be in fire.
Yeah, I don't want him to be in fire. I want him to be on fire.
That kid's hot.
Right? He changed it. See? Yeah, that kid's hot. Sammy has secretly been recruiting the ultimate celebrity team. If you look at everyone he's hung out with the last couple of years, there you go, man. Do what you got to do. That's what makes him the GOAT.
Yeah.
He's original, man.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Dolph Ziggler is still the best seller in WWE. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Philip said, loaded gun here. Okay. Worker 2, a legitimate wrestler. Dolph will tie up anybody. I love watching Dolph Ziggler. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, Scott. So what's your thoughts on the direction that the WWE is going?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Okay, as all the publications are saying now, anybody who worked with the WWE under Triple H is being let go.
I think they're idiots. Point blank. I think Paul is probably the best writer, promoter, and showmaker that they ever had on WWE, and I'll argue with anybody.
Right.
The original NXT that started off on WWE Network was the best product WWE ever, and I'll argue with anybody, ever had. And when they took it off of WWE Network, it went to shit. And that's the best way I could put it. NXT 2.0 is garbage to me. And I don't care who disagrees with me.
I have yet to watch.
I don't like lights and cameras and action and flair. And I want to see good old fashioned get in there and wrestle like NXT used to be. Man, go back and watch some of them great matches that Triple H put together back in NXT, man. Go back and watch the oh man, my mind went blank, but Gargano and his tag team partner at one time, but then they became enemies. And he's from Milwaukee, and I can't even think of his name.
Tell me again. I'm sorry, I was over here reading the comments.
Gargano and
Johnny Wrestling.
Ciampa. There you go, Ciampa. There you go.
Yes.
Ron got it. Ciampa. He's from Milwaukee. I should have remembered his name. Go back and watch the Gargano versus Ciampa matches, man. Go back and watch the women that are now in WWE superstars. Go back and watch the Baileys and back when they were in NXT. My God, those matches were the bomb, dude.
Oh, listen, man, they had the
thank you, Ron. Thank you, Dylan, everybody for saying Ciampa. Appreciate that. Tommaso Ciampa, yeah. Thank you very much.
So one of the matches that endured me, actually, now before NXT, it was Florida Championship Wrestling, and I had got into that. I had found it on YouTube, and I was content. Oh my God!
How many names came through Florida Championship Wrestling? That became mega superstars in WWE.
I would say probably as many that came through Ohio Valley.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Them are the two biggest hubs, I think.
But man, it was like I had been watching NXT, got the network, was watching NXT.
I agree with that, Dylan.
And I saw the match between Prince Purdy and Neville.
Oh.
That was a WrestleMania match.
Yes.
That was a WrestleMania match.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, if I can be so bold as to armchair book WrestleMania.
That's cool. I like that, Ron.
But I would have had those two, and that's what I didn't understand about WrestleMania after NXT came into its own. Why didn't they have NXT over there on WrestleMania? Why you got to treat it like it's a different entity when it's under the same umbrella? You could add.
You know what, Chuck? I didn't mind because they had the takeovers.
Right.
And the takeovers, to be honest with you, somebody said it in the chat over here. I don't know who said it, but whoever did, I'm giving you the credit. Takeovers were better than any of the monthly pay-per-views they were doing. The takeovers were must-see wrestling.
Yes.
Back when Triple H ran the show.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't understand the corporate mentality that states, oh, if it's working, and no, we got to fix it. We got to make it better.
Tommy said, once Vince said no more indie wrestling's homegrown talent, the product became stale. At the Williams Regal's release, which I think is the stupidest thing ever.
Absolutely.
NXT now is the shameless site facts. Yeah.
So where do you think that
Takeovers had the highest viewer ratings, without a doubt?
Buddy, it was like takeovers were the preferred because of the setup and stuff like that was going on in NXT.
Dude,
but also
almost every match on the takeovers told a story.
Yes.
Triple H knew how to tell a story. He knew how to get these guys out there to promo before a match, and he knew how to, to get them to go to the ring and tell a promo and have somebody else come out and exchange words. And next thing you know, they're fighting. It told a story, and that's what's still missing today in the main roster of WWE. The stories are stupid. You can tell they're up there. They might as well just have a cue card up. The way they
Right.
do promos now in WWE.
Right.
And
Well,
you can even tell when they mess it up.
going back to the brass ring, absolutely, I'll agree with that 100%.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think me and Ron would argue Ciampa had a pretty darn good championship reign, man. I don't know.
I think now. Hold on a second. For
When he called that ring, when he called that thing Goldie and he was kissing it, man. That woo! That's what I'm talking
he
about.
still wasn't as flashy as Cole. Cole was flashy as all, yeah. Cole was flashy as all get out, and I think that's what makes him stick to the forefront as far as champions for NXT. But man, you saw the writing on the wall. What Vince wanted to do with everything that Triple H did when the Ascension left NXT. God. Scott, man,
he did that to half the roster before they finally shut it down. Everybody that was coming up at that time got treated like dirt on the main roster,
and I don't understand. I don't.
And they look like gold in NXT. A lot of them, and they came up to the roster and they made them look like garbage.
Right.
And me and you agree 100% on that. I will not disagree with you. And then it wasn't too long after that they were talking about moving it to Fox or whatever.
Right.
I like that. Ciampa set the stage. Cole made it prestigious. I like that. I'll agree with that. I can accept that. I hate seeing legit badasses like Matt Riddle, Shayna Baszler, Dolph Ziggler, Chad Gable. Look at all these names. Look at these names being dropped. And others stuck doing comedy bits. Makes me sick. Thank you. Thank you. I understand it's wrestling entertainment, but we want to see the wrestling part too.
Right.
More so than the stupid, gimmick things they do, man. And when they break up amazing tag teams for no reason, i.e. the Iconics and American Alpha, I agree. I mean, we could sit here and do that all day about what they did with NXT. I so wish we could go back. I wish they would give Triple H the reins back and let him take that back over and bring it back to nostalgia. It would never happen, but
I just want to know what happened.
Vince McMahon.
But why?
It's always Vince McMahon's got the last say so in everything that happens, bro. You know that.
But the formula worked.
Samoa Joe was the first prime example of NXT's downfall. I agree with that too.
Wholeheartedly.
I agree with that too.
All right, Scott. Well, look, I've got to go and have a phone call at 9:00.
Okay.
So I think I am going to have to depart the show because, well,
it takes you 55 minutes to get ready for a phone call.
If you got to go to the bathroom and you look at your phone the whole time, yeah.
Oh my goodness, man, that must be some good phone. Whatever you're looking at.
Well, the phone is taking place.
Are you doing another Colace commercial?
Yes. So, sir, I have.
Oh my God! Yes. Just the first 4 or 5 words of that sentence. If Triple H starts his own company, yes. I don't even have to read the rest. Yes, I'm there. Take my money, please.
Shut up and take my money. Yeah.
Yes. And I'll only need the edge of the seat.
Oh, dang. I love that.
Don't even need the whole seat, just the edge.
All right. So I'm going to go.
All right, man. Well, let's just go ahead and end it, man. We've been on for an hour, bro. In 1 minute, it'll be an hour. We're having fun. I'm glad everybody came on to have fun. This was supposed to be #truth. We did our hour, and we're going to come back later on. We're going to be here Friday night with a great tag team, New Breed. They're going to be on here and come back, and hopefully we won't have the same thing happen. New Breed's been on the show before, so I know they know how to get on, and hopefully their phone won't. And that's no bust to Schizo. I like I said, he's probably body slamming and elbowing his telephone out in the parking lot
he
right
is.
now. And so, you know, I hope we get Schizo on at a later time, man. It'll be so great to have him on. But I enjoyed this tonight, guys. Slapdown Digicast. So, all right, wait a minute, Chuck. We got to do one more thing before we go. Got to do it. We can't close out a Slapdown Digicast without doing this.
And now it's time for this week's NWA Presents Slapdown Digicast, what we've learned. You know, that news guy could be right, because that name is really long.
All right, what'd you learn today, Chuck?
Well, the thing that I learned the most is the brass ring that Vince McMahon talks about is made of bullshit.
Very good. Very good. I learned that NXT is the best show that's ever been put on television as far as wrestling in modern day.
The old NXT.
The original NXT.
Version 1, yes.
Version 1.
For the WWE.
Yes, for WWE.
So, yes.
I learned that I should team with someone. Thank you. Thank you for saying great show, everybody. Thank you. We appreciate that, man. Harry, again, check out their podcast without a doubt.
Enjoy it, Harry.
Podcast. Yes. Without a doubt. All right, Chuck, I'm going to let you say it.
Say goodnight, Scott.
Good night, Scott. We'll see you guys next time on the Slapdown Digicast. Good night.